Can't Take My Eyes Off You is a 1967 single by Frankie Valli. The title is a shortened version of the composer's title of Can't Take My Eyes Off of You, which has led to long-term confusion over the song's title, although the Valli record is correctly titled and based on the original song title. The song was among Valli's biggest hits, reaching number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 and earning a gold record. It was Valli's biggest solo hit until he hit number 1 in 1975 with My Eyes Adored You. Can't Take My Eyes Off You has had a major cultural impact, with hundreds of cover versions, many of which have been on the charts themselves in different countries. The song is a staple of television and film soundtracks, even being featured as part of the plot of some films, such as when the lead characters sing or arrange their own version of the song. The Valli version was also used by NASA as a wake-up song for a mission of the Space Shuttle, on the anniversary of astronaut Christopher Ferguson. Credits: the song was written by Bob Crewe and Bob Gaudio. Arrangement was done by Artie Schrock and Gaudio. The original recording was made at A&A Recording Studios at 799 7th Avenue, with Bob Crewe producing and Phil Ramone as the engineer. The studio had just been completely renovated, with a new mixing board and producer's desk. An innovative talkback had been hooked up using an old radio-style mic on a short tabletop stand, which was activated by squeezing a lever on the bass. Neither Ramone nor Crewe had worked the talkback before to the session. After the musicians left, Frankie Valli stepped in ready to sing. In the control room, Phil Ramone asked Bob Crewe what he should expect. "Is this going to take a long time, Bob? Do we need 1,000,000 open tracks?" he asked. Crewe started to answer, but as he spoke he reached out to make sure his comments were not being heard by the singer. He went to put his hand over the microphone, to actually cover it, but instead his hands slipped down the stand and he activated the lever. "I don't know how Frankie's going to be," he said, his words now playing over the huge speakers in the studio, and in Frankie Valli's headphones. "The last time I recorded him it was torture, we went like 26 takes. So today, who knows? We could be here all night." Phil Ramone had realized the mic had been keyed and was already slapping at Crewe's hand to try and get him to release the bass, but to no avail. Crewe realized what he had done and so he ended calmly, looking Frankie Valli in the eye. "So, Frank, how do you feel?" he asked. "I feel great," Valli answered, "I'm ready, let's do it." The first take was stopped for a technical reason. Valli sang the second take all the way through without error. Phil Ramone suggested a third take, for safety, he said, and that was the final, flawless take. By the time the men left the studio that night, Can't Take My Eyes Off You was already playing on New York radio stations, headed for the top of the charts. Notable cover versions: the song has been covered by some 200 artists over the years, in many countries, being released sometimes with its shorter title Can't Take My Eyes Off You, and sometimes with the correct title, Can't Take My Eyes Off of You. With the fact that many records have been sold with the short title, confusion remains as to the song's correct title. A few notable examples of cover versions that appeared on the charts: 1967 to 1969, a version by Jay and the Americans. A version by disco singer Gloria Gaynor, The Letterman. A version by Andy Williams made it to number 5 on the UK singles chart in 1968. This version is included in the soundtrack of the 2001 film Bridget Jones's Diary. In 2002 he recorded a new version of the song, as a duet with British actress and singer Denise Van Outen, which reached number 23 in the UK singles charts. In 1967, Annie Frid Lyngstad recorded the song in Swedish as Du är en underbart rar on the B-side of her single Din. In 1968, Ian Gelbert Humperdinck recorded the song in his album A Man Without Love. In 1969, Diana Ross and the Supremes and the Temptations recorded the song in their album Together. Nancy Wilson, 1970 to 1989. In 1970, Brooke Benton recorded the song in his album Brooke Benton Today. In 1975, Julio Iglesias sang the song on his TV show. Shirley Bassey recorded this as a United Artists single in 1976, Maureen McGovern, In 1982, San Francisco-based disco band Boys Town Gang performed a disco version of the song which reached number 1 in the Netherlands and number 4 in the United Kingdom. This version was also successful in Japan, receiving a gold digital certification by the RIAJ in 2011, and is also on games such as Just Dance 4. In 1987, Hong Kong singer Prudence Liu recorded a Cantonese version and released it as the fourth single from her sophomore album Y, 1990-1999. In 1991, Pet Shop Boys used part of the song on their double A-side single, Where the Streets Have No Name How Can You Expect to Be Taken Seriously?, which reached number 4 in the UK. In 1992, Dutch singers Gerard Joling and Tatjana Simic recorded a duet version of the song, which peaked at number 5 in the Dutch Top 40 charts. In 1993, the song was recorded by a singer Morten Harket for the soundtrack of the movie Coneheads. In 1995, seminal Christian rock band Daniel Amos recorded a version of the song on their album Songs of the Heart. In 1996, Manic Street Preachers recorded a version of the song and used it as the third B-side on their single Australia, the fourth to be taken from the hit album Everything Must Go. Turkish singer Tuba Nal covered the song in Turkish, titled Gel Mezencim, and featured the song on her 1997 album Ona Nada Plus or Minus Ak. In 1998, Lauryn Hill. This version was also nominated for a Grammy Award for Best Female Pop Vocal Performance in 1999. In 1999, Jatin Lalit included a Hindi version, Han Han Ye Pure Hai, in the film Dil Orji, 2000-2009. In 2000, Japanese singer-songwriter Ringo Shiina, for the single Zumi Tabatsu. In 2000, Hong Kong singer Leon Lee did a Cantonese version in his album Beijing Station, 2001. Sheena Easton recorded her version for her album Fabulous. 2001, British group Muse, for the single Dead Star in Your World. 2002, Japanese singer Tommy February 6, on her eponymous album. In 2004, Jennifer P. Plus or Minus recorded a Latin version of the song, No Hey Nadie It Will Como Tu, which reached number 33 on the Latin charts. In 2004, Bad Manners, for the Ultimate Bad Collection, Crooners. In 2006, Barry Manilow including this song on his album The Greatest Songs of the 60s, which reached number 2 on the Billboard 200, and number 56 in the UK. The Killers performed this song as an intro to Shadowplay while on their Sam's Town tour. John Barrowman recorded a cover for his 2008 album Music Music Music. In 2008, Chinese soft rock duet Yukon recorded a cover as an EP titled Fall in Love with Your Beauty. Japanese singer Julie Karan recorded a jazz version of the song for her album She Loved Jazz released in 2009. 2010, in 2010, Gisela Coatso included a bonus track and cover of this song on her album This Is Me. In 2010, a cappella group Straight No Chaser included a cover of the song on their album With a Twist. In 2010, Clay Aiken included a cover of the song on his album Tried and True. In 2011, Japanese R&B singer Mazia included a cover of the song as a B-side to her single Kyoku. The song was later included on her cover album, Mazia no Mori, Forest Covers. 2011, Stereophonics frontman Kelly Jones sang an acoustic version of the song in tribute to former Wales national football team manager Gary Speed. The song has been an adopted anthem for Welsh football fans during Speed's playing career with Wales after being used in a BBC Wales promo for the 1994 World Cup qualifying campaign. In 2012, Sanjay J Soul Brothers, a dance and vocal group from Japan under the same agency as Exile, cover this song and sing it on their 00 Live tour as a registered trademark C-Cubed AA, I Can't Take My Eyes Off of You. In 2013, Canadian indie band Walk Off the Earth recorded an acoustic beatbox version of the song posted on YouTube with Belgian singer-songwriter Sela Su voicing the chorus. In 2013, South Korean girl group Girls' Generation performed a version of this song as part of their Japan's second tour I 1/2 Girls Are 1/4 PSA 1/2 and 2013 Girls' Generation World Tour, Girls and Peace. In 2013, rumba music group Chico and the Gypsies did a Spanish version called No Puedo Quitar Mis Ojos de Ti on their album Fiesta released mid-2013. Chico is Jalil Chico Bukaki, one of the founder members of Gypsy Kings. In 2013, the vocal harmony group The Overtones covered the song for the official soundtrack of the German movie Buddy, and also included the song on the Christmas and Mother's Day editions of their platinum-selling album, Saturday Night at the Movies. In popular culture, in film, musicals and television, the song is a staple of film and television soundtracks, such as being used in the soundtrack of Bridget Jones's Diary, and Coneheads. Some films incorporate it as a significant part of the plot, such as in The Deer Hunter, where many characters begin to sing along with the jukebox at a bar and during the wedding reception. At the 51st Academy Awards, part of the song was played when an award was given to the film. In the 1997 film Conspiracy Theory, Julia Roberts sings along to the song while she is being watched through binoculars by Mel Gibson, who is singing the song at the same time. Later in the film they sing the song again. In 2002 it was featured in a deleted scene of Scooby-Doo sung by Linda Cardellini. It is used in the plot in Son of the Mask, Drop Dead Gorgeous, and in the 1999 film 10 Things I Hate About You, where the performance by Heath Ledger was nominated for Best Musical Sequence in the 2000 MTV Movie Awards. The song is featured prominently in the Broadway musical Jersey Boys and the Clint Eastwood-directed cinematic release of the same name. In the show HBO Entourage, Vincent Chase and his brother Johnny Drama sing the song at a Sweet 16 in a Season 5 episode. The song features heavily in the TV series Gavin and Stacey and was sung by lead character Gavin's parents Mick and Pam Shipman at his wedding to Stacey West. The song is heard in a ESPN TV commercial for the Monday Night Football game between the Pittsburgh Steelers and Tennessee Titans on November 17, 2014. The song was heard in the Scorpion episode, Risky Business, sung by Catherine McPhee. In sport, the song has been adopted by fans of the Welsh national football team and is regularly sung at games. The supporters band, known as the Barry Horns, play a brass band arrangement of the song. The song is also sung by the fans of Fulham Football Club and the song is regularly played after home games. MK Dons fans have a song called We Love You Louie to the tune in reference to club legend Dean Lewington. The song is playable and just dance for. It has also been adopted as the song of Derwent College, University of York, in the United Kingdom. In 2008, Valli's version of the song was played by NASA as the morning wake-up call for astronaut Christopher Ferguson, in honor of his anniversary while he was on the STS-126 Space Shuttle mission. References. External links, official Frankie Valli site. Retrieved February 16, 2010, http www.ria.com/ gold-platinum-data.php content_selector gold-platinum-searchable-database, full lyrics of this song at Metro Lyrics.